Welcome back. I'm Martin, and as always, as we start this, give me 1 minute to check if the audio is fine, if the visuals are fine, if all the systems are running. I only rely on the green lights that I have over there on my control screens, and yeah, let's check this. Publicity. I can now jump the publicity. And okay, I can see myself. So if there should be already someone in the chat, just let me know if you can even hear me. But it should be fine. Normally it is fine. And yeah, today I'm doing a very new format and I'm a little bit excited about it. I have no idea how it will turn out. I hope it will be interesting for you because, normally when I do my live streams, my playthroughs, then I take at least 90 minutes, even 2 hours to go through a library, really preset by preset, NKI by NKI, and the engine, and all the options that there are. Thing is, I'm in contact with so many companies and most of them are so incredibly nice and wonderful to hand out NFR copies to me so I can test drive them, I can play with them, I can compose my music with them, and of course I can show them to you, but I don't have the time to show all of them in depth. So I thought we might do maybe once a month, you let me know in the comments, a speed dating, which is just 60 minutes, 65 minutes because a little bit of blabbering at the beginning, to go through 5 or 6 libraries, 10 minutes each. Libraries that I received, that I like, companies that I like, things that I think might be interesting if you like. Wow. Heads up, and then you head over to their YouTube channel and you have a listen to the library and whatsoever. I'm not getting any commission or anything, so I'm just, interested in those libraries and I'm interested in showing them to you, and this is why I'm doing these things. And I suggest we start in no particular order. Okay, I just prepared 6 tracks in Logic with 6 of the libraries just to show you those libraries quickly. As I said, I will have a look at the time when the 10 minutes are over. It doesn't matter where I am at the moment. We switch over to the next library and it will be you letting me in the comments then like, wow, please go in depth with this one or with that one or whatsoever. So I'm putting on the headphones. I'm switching screen so you can see what I'm doing here in Logic, and really there is no particular order how I have them. So we start today, it's 2118 with Simple Sample Audio. They are back. Steve Mellon, the head of Simple Samples Audio, I think 2 or 3 years back, we got in contact and I reviewed some of his libraries. I wrote a demo track for the Rea Hosani Solo Legato Viola. Beautiful library. This library recently was even updated. Some bugs have been fixed and stuff like this. And they are back. They are back on the market. And they will come out now over the... Hey! Bernie, David, sorry guys, now I see the chat. I didn't see the chat. Yeah, good. Yeah, thanks Bernie. If you like the idea, then I might be on the right track with this one. So they are back with new libraries on the horizon. The first one that I can talk about, because it's already out this week, at least one new library will be presented by them, is the Hammered Dulcimer collection. And Simple Sample Audio, they are precisely this, simple sample audio. So they do a deep sampling with all the libraries they do, with all the instruments they do. They choose even some niche instruments once in a while. They go in depth, but they have a very, very simple interface, simple sample audio. So those libraries are really, you need quickly in this case, a Hackbrett with the Bayer sagen, a Dulcimer or whatsoever. Hey, Christoph, so good to see you. So yeah, finally, I can talk even quickly about Avant Gardist, and then we will see what other people think about it. So this instrument, you can see on the interface, you have a reverb, you have a chorus, you have a delay, you have dynamics. That's all you get. There is nothing hidden. The libraries are pretty small on your system normally. In this case, it's a Dulcimer, and I suggest I just quickly play with what's in there if I can find it. I can even show you what's in there, because this is at least, I think, no. It's called Hammered Dulcimer. So yeah, there it is, Hammered Dulcimer collection. So you see, if I go in there, you find just those 6 Enki eyes and then the samples. You do have access to the samples, and I just would like quickly play with this. So it starts with just the hammered version, which is normally the articulation that you hear most. And even in Munich, for example, if you go to the center of Munich at the moment, there are many groups, most of them from Ukraine, and they play with this huge guitar bass instrument, and there's always a dulcimer and there's a violin and stuff like this. So it sounds pretty good. Which normally, is played with those two, how are they called? I don't know, this hammers that they have in the hand. So even, of course, if you play something like this, keep in mind what this instrument can do. Even if they play, it sounds like really unlimited. What can be done with this thing? So sorry, I don't know why. Okay. Bear with me. This tablet is... Okay, so, yeah, that's just the very first NKI, the hammered version. With the dynamics, you just decide which is the maximum dynamics you would like to go up to. Or then all the way. Then of course reverb. I think the chorus speaks for itself, and the delay. So then, of course, they went a step further. You do get with this one even a felted version. Sounds like this. Then there is a plucked version. Then there comes the tremolos hammered. Like it, the felted version of the tremolo. And the last one, and with this one you have been really quick, so I think it's possible, with these 10 minutes per live. We really like a speed dating, then you have to switch table, head over to the next one. The Glissandi. And this is something pretty cool. Especially, thinking about film scoring. Ooh, my friends, the black keys are not working. Okay, so you only get samples on the white keys. That's an amazing one. Okay, my favorite N key I think is the glissandi. It's always like to try something. I was sure it would work. Beautiful. Okay, and that was already in 8 minutes. The hammered Dulcimer collection from Simple Sample Audio. So yeah, if you don't know them yet, really head over to their website, check out the other instrument that they have, or stay on my channel and look for the Rea Hosani Legato Viola. The demo track was pretty cool. The demo track was really pretty cool. So you can check it out. And I suggest in this case we already switched to the next library, except you have questions and would like to know something more, let me know in the chat, otherwise we switch over to the next library. By the way, on my other YouTube channel, the one, you know, the Bavarian in Italy, today I explained in depth how a Bavarian drinks Italian beer. So don't miss out that video too. So the next one is from Crocus Soundware. Crocus Soundware, they do have even amazing textural libraries, you know, brass, woodwind, strings and stuff like this. And their latest library was the Whispering Strings. So with Whispering Strings you do get cello, viola and violins played together. There are even solo versions, and yes, it's a textural library, but with a pretty unique sound. I suggest I simply play something. We go through some of the snapshots. It's not snapshots, the presets that there are in the library. Then you have, even this is pretty cool, the possibility that the ADSR, for example, you can have it global for everything you come up to mix here, or for every single articulation that you want. And then every articulation that there is this small settings button where you can play the sound even in reverse, where you can have the panning, the volume, the velocity curve. You can even LFR, which is then time synced and stuff like this. So yeah, an amazing textural library. Let me play with this a little bit. So those are just vibrato sustains. Then there are even here the solo versions. I think it's the cello or the violins and the viola that you can switch to. Just to play, you know, quickly. This is speed dating. Then a thing that you can do, you see I can switch on as many as I want, so you can combine them however you want, but it doesn't end here. There's this gizmo fader, so if I switch on this one and I click here, then I can choose which color I would like to have this one on, let's say green, and then I switch this one on, and then this one I give it the blue color. Then you see here I can crossfade between the libraries with this, just quickly. So it is a pretty interesting textural textural library in my opinion. So in this case, okay, I can get lost in this one maybe. I need to keep up with the time. Now this is tremolo. Sul ponticello. Really, really whispering, as the name says. Then there are shimmers. No rosin. If you put no rosin on, the bow can hardly get the string to vibrate. Pressure. I think it's played with lots of pressure then. And of course, even here then the single versions. Sul tasto, which normally is a very soft sound, you know, playing on the tastiera, you know, where they play the notes on the instrument. Beautiful. I'm going quickly here because there's a huge feature in this library that even I would like to show you. Another tremolo. Then there comes the ricochet. Flautando. Yeah, this once British company. They had a lot of At the Edge of Silence, Flautando stuff. Then plugs, they are pretty interesting. Especially if of the plugs you take, for example, the solo versions, and combine them, for example, with the sul tasto. I do like stuff like this, absolutely. And then there are another two, the detuned. At least I can detune A, detune B. Ah yeah, this one is stronger detuned. Even with this one I can imagine the plugs. But what's really cool with this library, as with many others, but this one I liked what they did. You get snapshots. Of course, you get snapshots where they have you know, their vision of a sound. And even this is always, in my opinion, a very nice starting point. If you get snapshots like, oh wow, what did they do here, and how did they use the engine to do this, to learn the library. And I'm always saying, know your libraries, know your tools. So if you get something like this, you should even be able then to come up with a sound like this. So let's play with some of the snapshots quickly. This is an evolution one, I guess, with the Evo, the final star. Then let's get to the journey, awakening singularity. Okay, they worked in this one, they worked a lot. With the gizmo, where then you can really fade through the various. It's then journey, we have a journey unraveling continuum. Two minutes left. Then there are layers, ascended program. What I will press down and then learn MIDI CC automation. Haha, okay. Then you can have it on one of your knobs of your faders, of your MIDI controller. So this library, yeah, for sure lives thanks through this gizmo thing here, layers, last layer, and then we head over to the next library. Glass between worlds, neural exodus, reflections of the unseen. Woo! Nice. Okay, so this was Liminal by Crocus Soundware. We head over to the next one. Edda, my good friend Edda from Wrong Tools, did it again. And they have so many cool libraries, and I really like them a lot. And yeah, maybe a little bit biased then obviously towards Wrong Tools. In this case, yes, yet another organ library, you would say. I already have 25 organs. I don't need a new organ library. But what they did with Overvoltage is different, really. So let's get to the Wrong Tools folder, and then let's get into, yeah, you see there is everything from Wrong Tools. And here they are. You have instruments long, instruments refractions, instruments short. And I really will just play through some of them. It's 39, so we have until 49 with this one. And this is called the aggressive short groan. On the mod wheel you can do something, so yes, you can hear there must be an organ. But it's not the organ that you probably expected. So believe in magic. Wrong Tools. You can't get wrong with Wrong Tools. Really, such beautiful sounds. Then here the ballad soft. Okay, I stop here to don't get a copyright strike, but... Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Driving route, Leslie. You know the song. Beautiful song, but then thinking about the organ, this comes from it. Filmweisen. Completely distorted, beautiful, going down the side effects. There you go. Bye-bye. Down the drain. Golden vibrato. Then house organ. Philly shivers. Just so yeah, softest softness. Okay, we have to speed up. Then there are the instruments, the refractions. Defunct democracy. Himmelsstigen. Then safe travels. PC 100, clean pad. So yes, organ, but completely different, overvoltage. And instruments short. It gets a little bit in the direction maybe of a... bright pluck. Dan, just something more, just another sucker. And longer, gritty mod wheel. So I think, voila. Beautiful. My favorites, I think, are the long ones or the refractions. What do you think, guys? What do you think of Overvoltage? Does it speak to you? Up in the mountains. Okay, there's again publicity that I need to get rid of. Okay, back. No, too much. Lost you. Okay. This one is playing only in the upper registers. Up the mountain, yeah. And maybe the last one, and then we switch over to the next one. Goldfish, let me get up on it. Whatever it is. Electrified carpet. I mean... Interesting one, even this one. So, paraglider. That's the last one. We switch over to the next library. David, I'm a little bit on your side. I love wrong tools. This one is pretty niche, especially if you already have so many organs. There is, of course, some beauty in it. Of course, I mean, there are 3 folders full of NKIs. So, something might be in there that can be used, of course. But yes, this one is maybe a little more on the niche side. Jasmine, obvious, of course. Jasmine, feather some strings. Nodal. So yeah, they do have osmosis. They do have beautiful, beautiful libraries. So we come to the next library, and this one is a beast. People, this one is a beast. Sound Iron. I mean, Sound Iron, even they do have some libraries that are more on the niche side, and then do have libraries that just deliver. And the complete Rust collection delivers. So if you get Rust Prime, first of all, it's a, here you see it, a Contact player library. So you do not need the full version of Contact. It comes even with the free version, you know, of the Contact player. And if you get it, then in this one, you do get the whole collection, Rust 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, as individual instruments. And then you get Rust Prime, which has all the ensembles of the other 5, of the other 4 Rusts in it. And it's a percussion library, and they have been banging and scratching and whatsoever on every piece of metal I think that they could find, from the clearest state to the most rusty state that there is. So I would just quickly, it's 49, so we have until 59 with this one maybe. So I start Rust 1. There is Rust 1, and you have, as of course, always here the options where you have the LFO, the filter, the arpeggiator. If I switch this on, then of course you can create your loops or whatsoever. You do have a stage. This means you have, as always with Sound Iron, 4 layers. Layer 1 is this one, and you place it on the stage wherever you want it, like you can do with Damage or Lineage or libraries like this. So you place it, and of course in layer 2 I can switch it on, and then layer 2, you know, same thing, and this up to 4 layers will remain. This was just to show you. I switch it off. Don't want it at the moment. Come on, leave me alone. Okay, so on layer 1, here you have, as always, the volume, the attack, the release, and this stuff. You have the panning, the pitch. You do have even a cool feature in so many Sound Iron libraries. So this is an ensemble, obviously, on every single key. There's a different sound, but you can choose one sound and then this one, and then switch on the chromatic single feature, and then this sound you can play it all over the keyboard. So as I said, in Rust Prime you get Rust 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 obviously, and in Rust 1 you do have the ensemble, which is what I'm playing at the moment, but then you get individuals. In this case, bottles and chairs, boat, saw, brass, rail and racks, coins, dumpster. And then the dumpsters. You know, and so on and so forth. There is really bridges, so much in it. And then you do get even the ambiances. And of course you can combine the various layers with various sounds. Just here by clicking through, and even that's a feature by Sound Iron. You have 4 layers and it's just color based. So the layer 1 is red, everything is red. Layer 4 is yellow, everything is yellow. So they are even pretty easy to use, those libraries, once you understand, you know, how the engine works. Know your libraries, know your tools. And this was just Rust 1 to show you, yeah, quickly, this is speed dating. You have only so little time to fall in love. Rust 2, same thing. The Rust 2 ensemble. With, of course, different sounds, even on the black keys. Even on the black keys. And then even there you do have the individuals, aluminium pole. Bombay bathtub. Bunker. Wow. Massive sounds in there. And really, Rust Prime. Mwah, love it. Lockdown. Metal thingy. And all I'm showing you, all I'm playing at the moment is part of Rust Prime. So this is really, if you are into percussion, if you are into those sounds, and just like to have, let me show you something that I, stairs to heaven. Now let me show you, if maybe I can find some tower rail. Exactly, something like this in your song, just there. Just there. You can do it. You can do it. You have the stage and you just place the sound wherever you want it. Oh, beautiful library. 5 minutes left. Wow, it's only Rust 2, Rust 3. But I think you get the idea what you get with this beast. As always, even here, the ensemble or then the effects. Aluminium scream, rubber sip. Worth getting even if you have similar libraries as rotary percussion. Yeah. Yes. 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 Definitely yes. This one is... Road Trip Percussion is an amazing library, and they sampled a lot of found sounds on their road trip, on their journey. But how can I say it? There are many niche sounds maybe in Road Trip Percussion that me, okay, I might, they're not that mainstream, they're not that straightforward, they're not like, okay, in your production and that's it. In Rust Prime I find way more sounds that I can really right away use, like before, you know, all the metal thing and this stuff. I mean, now, of course, I'm on the effects side, so Rust, drones, I mean, even this is stuff where Triumph Audio really shines, especially with the drones and this stuff. So, but in this one, you even have such an huge amount of instruments. You know, this is now, I'm in Rust 3, and this is, the, you know, there's the ensemble, there are the individuals, there are the effects, the drones, the rumblances, the rustains. Because, you know, if it comes to percussion, my go-to is damage 2. Okay, so if you have damage 2, of course you have pretty much everything. And you do have already, you know, the dumpsters and the bars and the plastic tubes, and they sampled so many things. So this might be even an amazing second toolkit accompanying damage 2, maybe completing it with sounds like this that are, you know, a little more different. So I will go quickly now, even in Rust 4 and 3, because I'll weißt du, was du machen musst? Du musst auf meinen neuen YouTube-Kanal gehen, ja, ein Bayer in Italien, weil da kannst du dann wirklich lernen, wie man das Geld richtig ausgibt und in Augustinerbier investiert. So. This is the ensemble, where you just have all over the keyboard the various sounds. And then there's even an ensemble B. That's all you get with Rust 4. So Rust 1, 2, 3, they have been way more detailed. Then there is Rust 5. We get even in this one quickly. Same thing, obviously, there's the stage, there are the options. And in Rust 4, same thing. Ensemble A and Ensemble B. Many sounds, straightforward. And then, as I said, there's then the Rust Prime and Key I, where you just get the ensembles from Rust 1, 2, 3, 4A, 4B, 5A, 5B in one simple N key I, so you don't need, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks. If you just would like to play with the ensembles, if you do not need the drones or do not need the rustains or whatever there is, and then would like to play maybe even with the layers, where you just combine different sounds on different layers, and then play a little bit with the arpeggiator. So yeah, that's Rust Prime. I hope I could tease you a little bit with this one, because I really think it's definitely worth the money. It's, again, you know, a free player library. You do not need the full version of Contact, and you get really so many. I think it's thousands. It must be thousands of percussive sounds, mostly hits on metal. Everything that is metal and steel and stuff like this. So pretty amazing library, in my opinion, the Rust Prime from Sound Iron. Then we come to another library that really took me by surprise, and it's Edda. It's Edda from Wavelet Audio. And Wavelet, you know, I already made a video about Secunda, throat singing and stuff like this. Groth. If you do not know Groth, then you need to check it out. 100%. Head over to the YouTube channel of Wavelet Audio and then really check out Groth. There is so much content even in it. Playable instruments. You know, the tegelharpa, the acoustic guitar, the solo cello, the orchestral cello, the dumbra, the folklore. Then percussion, you get 4 different percussion instruments, you know, sounds and effects, loops and pulses, voices, organic synth, and drones. And their newest baby, their newest library is Edda. Edda is a tegelharpa. And yeah, let's go through Edda. It's 10 p.m. So we have time until, yeah, give me a short break. So you do get the tegelharpa, and you have even the possibilities with the bow, you know, the whole note or rhythms, custom rhythm that you can program. So this library has a beast of an engine, really up bowing, down bowing, and all that stuff. You can key switch here between the sustains, the spiccato notes, and it's always up bow, down bow, and the engine is even showing you in which direction the bow goes. Okay, and then there is even the tremolos. Viking music, Nordic music, whatsoever, this tegelharpa really. Then you have the microphones, of course, many microphones have been used. And different sounds, I'm sorry, okay, then you stay only on one key, that's cool. Nice. And the sustains. Here's even the length. You know, 2 bars, 4 bars. And then there comes the rebow. Even slightly detuned, which is just part of that instrument. Options, no portamento, and I told you, it's a beast of a library. Various presets. This is a wonderful library, and I would really like to find the time soon to write a demo track for Edda, including even Groth. Like it, absolutely like it. I like this Viking feel of it. Tuning. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah, absolutely. Celtic. I mean, this is, you know, only the tegelharpa. If you get Groth, you do have the tegelharpa and all the other stuff around to write Celtic music. You know, you have the singing, you have the percussion, you have wavelet audio. If you are into that kind of music, they might be your absolutely go-to developer. Then there's the big tegelharpa. Sorry, made a slight mistake. Okay. My fault. It's the same thing you have here in pink than the trigger keys, the spiccato. Burn, yes, it's a new library from Wavelet Audio. Edda, it's called Edda. Even here the tone you do have less harsh, balanced, warmer. The tuning. Tremolos. And I don't know if you can see it on YouTube. The animation here is great because you really see the bow going. Speed. Absolute control over the speed. Bernie, I'm so sorry, I don't know. We can let me play with this and then we just head over to the website if it's still on Enterprise. And then there are the ricochets, which normally, you know, that's a little bit like spiccato. But more bouncing off the strings, if I remember well. Sample start, reverb, stuff like this. Okay, and now I saw something that I would like. Look at this. MIDI drag and drop, and there's your MIDI. And there is your MIDI. That is cool. You can even just drag and drop the MIDI that is playing into your region. That is cool. Okay, time is running out on this one, so I need to continue. There is another instrument in the main folder, the Shaman Buben, which is a percussive instrument. Even this pretty Celtic. And you do have a red key which is triggering the flames. There you hear it. The dynamic and the speed. You see? Ba-boom. Ba-boom. That's even a very, very nice feature here with the flame. The color. Darker. Brighter. The punch. So, Edda, really. So we have been in the main folder, and now there comes the second folder, the phrases. It's called Scoring Table Harper. So obviously they deliver tons of 12 N key eyes only with phrases. And of course you do have here the trigger keys. So here you just go through the phrases, and with the trigger keys you set them to the key you would like to play in. Speed, half speed, double speed. So, and every phrase collection, let's call it like this, there is even written here the BPM that they consider would make most sense. So this one was considered 80 to 90. I played it anyhow in 120. So just to play with some of them. Amazing, amazing, amazing collection, really. Just to... time is running out. So let's quickly head over to Wavelet Audio. Edda. No, it's okay. Catalog. Edda, new. And it is $139. It is $139. So I'm pretty sure the intro is already over. And yeah, that was Edda. So yeah, even this a very interesting instrument. And now we come, and I hope Christoph is already or is still in the chat, to the newest instrument from Instruments. We even met in person once. Incredible guy, wonderful composer, wonderful sound designer, developer of sample libraries. Okay, there is one problem with the speed dating live streams, which I'm discovering right now. There is no time to finish my beer. So, Instruments just came out with this beauty. It's called the Avant Gardist, and it's a tonally prepared cinematic piano. And yes, you do have all the piano libraries in the world, and yes, you probably have already 2 incredibly piano libraries that have even a prepared side to it. But be prepared to what Instruments did with this piano with their Avant Gardist. So you have an effects page here where you can do all incredible things that you would like to do, and then you have the main page, you know, the stereo, the pitching, the tech, the release, the low cut, the high cut, and stuff like this. And in this one you see you do get 4 folders, and each folder is full of NKIs. So the inspirations already is 56 instruments. The one player ensemble is 23 instruments. Noise and ASMR are 8 instruments, and the creative menu are another 9. So even in this one, really, really, really lots of content. And I just suggest we play with some of them. It's 14, so we have time until 24 with this one. Bohair it's a pad is written next to it, and let's play with it. So you know, this is just the hair from a bow going around the strings, I suggest, to get this sound. So he was stringing the chord of the piano, and not, you know, just with the hammer triggering it. Wow. Music box. almost percussion, or almost percussive. Yeah, there it's RR. I'm pretty sure it's for round robins. I'm getting different sounds. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible on the same key, and you get different sounds. And I won't be talking. Just listen to how the sound rings even out beautifully. You really can hear the strings vibrate all in the piano. Nice stuff. Steps from Hell. Okay. Nice one. Claws from Hell. Felt simple. Really. Where's the pedal? Ebo. Ooh, Ebo. It's a magnetic tool. It's normally used from guitar players to make their chords vibrate without touching them. Can be used on metal piano strings as well, of course. Magnets. Pianissimo. That's another one. Every time you press the key, you get a different sound. Muted clean. Drops, texture. Beautiful. Hellish drops. Okay, the child that I am. I could imagine I would love to make a long stream with this one to discover all of them. Strainer arp long. Listen how it rings out. Quite boher pad. Okay, I need to go on. There are another 3 folders that would like to be discovered. Bonus, fake felt. Haha. press the pedal and you can hear the mechanism open up the strings and they all sound beautiful. One player ensemble, felt lonely. Lonely. The theme. Is it a piano? Then felt fantasy. Yeah, and this is one of the sounds again that I need to do this. This thing never ever disappoints. So, felt mechanics. So really, if you are into piano libraries, if you do like the piano sound, then I think you must fall in love with this library. We all have our go-to piano. We all have this one, you know. But this one adds something to the table, in my opinion. Beautiful. Wow. How am I going with the time? How much time did we have for this one? When should it needed to be over? Tell me. Yeah, Marika, you missed everything. No. It's a good thing on YouTube. You can always watch it from the beginning. But I'm starting to like the format, to be honest. You know, just really 10 minutes for a library to tease you. You know, to like, okay, I found this one and I do like this one. What do you think about it? Without going too much into depth. Just, you know, scratching the surface. Whoa. Whenever you find RR, then it's just every time you press, there's a different sound on it. It's always surprising you. Keys only attack. Keys only release. Room. Nice. Bella di Media often does this too. Just room noises, just stuff like this. A calm player. Yeah. The noise on the seat, the clothes. A noisy player. Just noises. Nice. ASMR. Last folder. I lost track of the time. I don't know how much time is left for this one, but it's worth it. So texture mix. I don't know if Christoph, are you still in the chat? How much time did it take you to record all of those sounds? How much time did you invest in this library? Motion textures. Oh yes, he is. So, enlighten us. Too much. Alright, you did an amazing job. This library is definitely worth one of those 2-hour live streams. There is so much content in it. ASMR textures. Christoph, if you would like me to play one NKI in any of those folders, one that you think, you know, wow, that's my favorite one, Martin, please play this one, let me know, I will play it. Oh. Hits and pings. You recorded them until the very end. Those are so long-lasting samples. It's still there. Theme from one player ensembles. Okay, we will do this. Swells and fills. You get a little extra time today. Christoph gets a little extra time today. 15 minutes, not 10. I played it already. We'll play it again. Reversed. Loops, 120 BPM. Marika, this is a gold mine. This one. Instant score. Okay, let's get back to this one. Theme from one player ensembles. One player ensembles. The theme. Yeah, we played this one already. And now imagine the liminal whispering strings kicking in. Yeah, I think that's it from my side for today, because I really wanted to do this. There I am. New format, this new test drive, you know, speed dating with libraries. Let me know in the chat, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this format? Is this something that might be interesting for you? Do you think it's a waste of time, my time, your time, whatsoever? Just, you know, scratching the surface of 6 libraries in 1 hour. So it's not, you know, 2 hours just like now. It's 1 hour, it's 6 libraries, and you get, you know, input of things that just wowed me. You know, like, oh wow, this one is worth showcasing it. I could do those, I don't know, maybe once a month, you know, once every 6 weeks, and then you let me know in the comments like, whoa, please go in depth with Avant Gardist, go in depth with Rust Prime, go in depth with Overvoltage or whatsoever. You know, I think we both can only win from something like this if we collaborate. If you let me know, wow, 10 minutes is too much, make it 5 minutes per library, or whatsoever, or don't take 6, take 4 libraries, give them 15 minutes. I mean, this was just a test drive. This was an idea that I had, and I liked it. I liked it because I could show you pretty cool instruments in not so much time. And I think really that's it from my side for today. Thanks to everyone, especially to Christoph, the developer, the mastermind behind instruments, Marika, David, Bernie, everyone that was in the chat. Thank you so much for watching. You know, leave a like, leave a comment, you know, all those things. Bernie, okay. Thank you. You know, all those things to really make happy even the algorithm of YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then yes, don't forget to subscribe. If you would like to have one of those t-shirts or the caps or the hats, you know, like loops are bad or loops are good or stuff like this, head over to my store. You can get them there. And that's it, really. I think maybe 6 per hour is too quick. Okay. Okay, oh, it's getting interesting. So yeah, you know, let me know, really, let me know. If 10 minutes is too quick, then yeah, why not 4? I mean, 15 minutes per library, we can do this. You know, you let me know, I will be happy to do so. As I said, there are so many wonderful developers out there, and I'm in contact with so many of those developers, and there are libraries really worth, in my opinion, being showcased, because yes. That's it from my side for today. I wish you a wonderful week next week. Okay, it's Sunday. Yeah, we had Saturday and Sunday rain. Blah, what an ugly. Italy is not that sunny anymore as it used to be. And yeah, that's it from my side for today. 4 sounds good. Okay, David, Bernie, I will keep that in mind. In 1 month, we see again with the next speed dating, and then it will be 4 libraries in 1 hour. And yeah, I'm heading over to Edda now, trying to come up with a demo track. And by the way, just if you haven't checked it yet, just a goodie for everyone that is still here with us. Sichern, yes, UJam even came out with a new library. It's called Cine Dream. It's one amazing tool. Like all of their tools are just speed writing tools. It's just, press a key and get most of the work done by the library. If you don't know UJam, then check out who are the heads even behind UJam and those wonderful instruments that they have. What's even cool, every instrument from UJam you can download and test drive for free for 7 days, and then you decide if to buy it or if to delete it. And so yeah, you can maybe see the demo track is already waiting to be released. So yeah, stay tuned. And that's it from my side for today. I will stop the live stream now. Have a wonderful evening. Again, thanks for watching. Bye bye.